Here's how I'm able to manage 100 plus Google business profiles as a one-man agency. If right now you're getting overwhelmed with managing all your Google business profiles, this is the video for you. So right now, if you're currently managing 50, 100, or even more Google business profiles by yourself, and every single update, suspension, or client message feels like chaos, this video will save you hours every week so you can focus on more and more client acquisition. I currently manage 50 plus Google business profiles with 0 VAs and nothing breaks. And then most people think that scaling Google business profiles means hiring more people, but that's completely wrong. You don't really need new humans, you just need better systems. So the thought process I go down whenever I need to manage these Google business profiles is number one, how do I automate? Number two, how do I systemize? And number three, once I have an SOP, I basically record my Loom and then I create a bunch of guides. I could start delegating this out to VAs to go manage the profiles. However, how we use on the back end, we have a custom-made software that you can also white label and local contractors can use as well. But basically anything related to the Google business profile in terms of fields, we automatically use AI to generate and we'll store all of the data from the website. We'll use all of the certifications, we'll use all the expertise. It'll generate all the recommendations, primary categories, secondary categories, additional services, anything like that. We just use our own internal tool, which if you're an agency partner of ours, you can go ahead and click down in the description. You could also use this tool. Number two, the reviews app, we automate all of the auto replies to reviews and we configure it based on 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, and 1 stars. And you can either reply automatically or you can just get notified or just ignore. On top of that, our clients will get a reviews app where they can basically get these keyword rich reviews. Next thing is the automated post. So we'll either take one of the reviews, draft it up, and it'll look something like this: customer testimonial, 5 stars, the action testimonial, and then the person's name. If I don't upload any photos, this is what's going to take from the back end and then schedule it as a post. On top of that, we're going to just upload a bunch of images and it automatically sets all of the captions, the meta tags, and also geo tags every single image. And then the ranking tracker will add whatever keywords we want to rank for. As you can see, this contractor is ranking number 1 for roofing contractor near me, and then we could track it on a month-to-month basis. So this is run on autopilot, and then my clients get all of these reports on what has actually changed on top of their Google business profile for the past 14 days. So they're kept in the loop, and I don't have to deal with a lot of client communication on that side. So now I want to talk about centralization. So rule number 1 is everything needs to live in one place. So if your data is currently scattered across email, spreadsheets, logins, and Slack, you're probably already losing. So every single Google business profile managed is connected to one single operating system. And here's what our pipeline for onboarding new clients looks like. So number 1, as soon as we sign on a client, they'll get moved into close 1, which then pipes them into this onboarding pipeline. So it needs onboarding. So essentially this automation sends the calendar in order to actually onboard. So in the onboarding call, we'll basically gain access to Google business profile, talk through what they want as a company in terms of rankings, and then also like what type of keywords they want to rank for. And then number 2 is whenever onboarding gets scheduled, all the scheduled calls will go in here. And then after the onboarding call is done, we'll move them into needs initial optimization. That's when we'll use our tool, or if you don't want to use our tool, you can use a VA that could go in and just optimize the profile, fill in all the fields, and then that's what's going to move into needs initial optimization. Then we have a client pipeline. So clients, as soon as we finish optimization, they get moved into client pipeline. So every single client is automatically scheduled for 1 month out. And then if they need optimizations, after 1 month, they get moved into needs optimization. We'll retake a look at their Google business profile, optimize, upload images, anything like that. And it'll automatically get moved into here. We have an automation on Go High Level that automatically moves it into here. Next is needs focus. So if clients are not ranking, they get moved into here. So these are all the clients that we really need to put a lot of focus on in case they churn. So we will be tracking, like we'll tag them with this and we'll know exactly what clients to focus on. Next, if they've been getting really good results, we move them into upsell ready. So they're tagged for ascension and also testimonial calls. So you really need to build out like a lot of testimonials. So let's say you're on a monthly plan. In these type of ascension calls, what you need to do is basically try to get them for the year and then give them credit for all the months they've been on and give them that yearly discount. On top of that, you can always upsell them on more services. So for example, if you have a Facebook ads agency or if you have a referral to a Facebook ads agency, get them onboarded onto that and talk through the options. Next is churn. So they'll get taken through a reactivation campaign to show them the past results and what we could bring, and also just send them a bunch of testimonials so that way they could come on board again. So with all of this, I never really update profiles one by one. So all of the posts, services, descriptions are all done in batches. So 1 hour of work equals updates across 20 or 30 profiles, and they're good to go for the next month until the next notification, until the next needs optimization notification. So automations for monitoring updates, I don't really check profiles daily. I just let the automations check for me. So we have a bunch of API calls to the Google Business Profile. So if a listing gets suspended, loses visibility, changes status, I get alerted automatically. On top of any changes that we make on the Google Business Profile, I get alerted for all of this. So what you really need to do is I have SOPs over memory, so nothing lives in my head. So suspensions, reinstatements, verifications are all documented. So whether I'm managing 10 profiles or 100 profiles, the process stays the same. And you really need this because as you scale up, maybe you only have 3 clients, you know exactly what those 3 clients are doing, but you need to create systems. So that way you don't have to stop the client acquisition and then you have to build the systems. You really need to build out the systems to begin with, or at least have a concept of the systems, kind of like how I would structure in a mirror board like this. Like, what does your pipeline look like and what stage and what are the status of the stages and why would a client get moved into a certain stage on the pipeline? So you really need these SOPs and you need a pipeline. So common mistakes to avoid: too many logins, no tracking system. So your clients won't get the reports. You have to manually go in and do all the reports, because even if it takes 5 minutes to generate the report for all your clients across the board, and they might generate at different times. So all of the reports will go out on Sunday automatically with our software. But if you want to do it yourself, you need to just have one day where you generate all the reports. And then reacting instead of batching. So this is more so for a lot of clients, agency clients, that would react instead of just like doing batch actions. And that's what's gonna take a lot of time, because 5 minutes from a 1 hour deep focus session, you have to switch contexts, and then it'll take another 1 hour to just get back into the same context. And then hiring before fixing systems. So you need to fix all your systems, document all the SOPs, kind of like a Loom video similar to this, and then give them the full guide, have a written guide, and then have the Loom video. So that way they could see, either watch a Loom video once, and then they can also see a written guide for every single step in the process. So if you're interested and you want to just systemize all of it, like in the demo I kind of showed you above, basically our profile and our software just handles everything related to Google Business Profile optimization. And if you want to join us as a partner, you can go ahead and click the link in the description, and we'll be happy to sign you up and just give you white glove onboarding. And if you got a lot of value of this video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.